his time. Hello. Anybody here besides me? Trying to find myself real quick on my Facebook. Not my Facebook. I'm so funny. On my laptop. Looks like I'm crooked-ated a little bit here. Let's see if I can get this straight. No, that's gonna be more crooked. I think this is what's crooked. Here we go. Maybe that's straighter. Trying to get everything straight. Hello, Kathy. How are you today? If you had a good one. It is in the month at the store, so that was my kind of day. Busy, busy, busy. But I prefer to stay busy than not. Did you get any rain up your way? Hi, Miranda. Glad you joined us. I was just asking Kathy if she got rain up her way. She's on the other side of the county from me. Thought we was going to get some down here, but it didn't. So I think it went Kathy's way. I am ready. I have missed y'all. Tell you, when I miss a Monday, it seems like I haven't seen y'all in forever. Let me close this door real quick. I forgot to. The babies are out back. Hi, Becky. Glad you joined us. As you said, the babies are out back. They were whining to go out back, so I let them out back. I hope Johnny hears them whenever they decide they won't come back in. Yeah, if he's zonked out in his recliner, he may not. So I may have to run and let them in if they decide they won't in. They like it out there later in the day when the sun's going down and it's cooler. I'll be plating dinner while I watch, but crafting once that is done. Ah, alrighty. We already ate. We had, what did we have? Oh, we had, we had stuffed peppers, stuffed bell peppers. Okay. Oh, no rain yet, Kathy? Well, they said that Coleman County was getting rain, so I thought surely since we didn't get it down here, you got it. So I don't know. Maybe it must have went between us. Hi, Shelly. How are you? I had to kick off these house shoes, y'all. Getting my bare feet here. That's how I like to craft. Barefooted. So, anyway, I hope y'all have all had an awesome day. Mine was a little busy, but I got a lot of it done yesterday since I had to work. It was my Sunday. So I got started early on my stuff. One of these, it's not my paper that's crooked and out of line. I think it is my stand. I'm trying to get it to be straight here. Because if this is more straight, I like it straight. I don't want it. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going the right. Oh, well. We'll make do. Bye. It'll be all right. It will, it will. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started because I got 3 projects ready. And, hi, Shelly. So glad you are joining us tonight. I'm going to tell you, Shelly's mom has got the most precious little black doggy named Cuddles. And Shelly has a bone growling game that she videos him playing because Cuddles likes to play with its bone. And Shelly pulling on it and just growls at her, and I just love it. It just makes my heart sing happy songs because Cuddles is so precious. Okay, we're going to get started. We're going to use our Stamparatus tonight, and we are going to be using Beautiful Day stamp set. We're using Whisper White cardstock. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and I've got it scored at 4 1/4. We are using some of this wonderful Share What You Love DSP. I've got this cut at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And we've just got a piece of scrap piece of Whisper White that is 4 by, let me see. Let me think. Now I can't even remember. No, Shelly, that dog is not a pain in the butt. That baby's precious. It's 3 3/4 by 4 1/4 is what size this is. This is what I'm going to stamp on. And then I've got my 4 by 2 3/4. That's going to be for my sentiment that goes on the inside. And anyway, Shelly, you know you love that baby. We are going to use some of these faceted dots. We're going to use this grapefruit. Excuse me. Sorry about that. We're going to use some of the grapefruit colors. I love it. Just see that'll go with our paper just awesomely. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, and we have our envelope that we're going to stamp to. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with our, we're going to stamp this butterfly right here. And I'm going to emboss it. So we're going to use our embossing buddy. We're going to do that first. We're going to put some of this on our cardstock here. Throw some of that on there. Push that out of the way. Now then, I've just got one plate because that's really all I needed. I don't need the other one. So, and it's dirty. Look how dirty it is. I cannot believe that I did not clean that off. Sheesh. How dirty I let it get. I think I about better clean that off. I cannot believe that I'll just get the other plate. Now, I'll clean this off directly when I am done. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to go this direction with it. And, okay, let's see. We don't need this. And we don't need this. Now, if, now this is a sheet. Yes, I know you have 3 furry girls that will. No, they won't. They love cuddles too, Shelly. You know they do deep inside. I love this designer paper too. Anyway, this sheet of magnet is what I got from Stampin' Storage, which is awesome to use with my mat whenever you're using photopolymer stamps. But these are not photopolymer stamps. These are red rubber. So we will not need those for that. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to place our magnets on here to hold our stamp down. And I'm going to stamp it this direction. I'm going to try and get it right slap dab in the middle. Okay, I'm going to move those blocks out of the way. This is an H block and a B block we're going to use. Also, I'm going to put this stamp case under here to give me some leverage as I put the Versamark on. And I saw a question today that asked about using the Stampin' Blends with embossing. And the answer was yes, you can, but they talked about using your Momino Tuxedo Black. Well, I had saw that after I had made my sample for this, and I did not do that because we're going to use Stampin' Blends with this to color. And I had used just the Versamark, and the reason I want to use Stamparatus is because if this doesn't come down good, because it's a bigger stamp, I can ink it back up and put it back down. But yeah, that did good. That did very good. I'm pleased with that. Can y'all see that little shiny of the Versamark? I love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Tell ya. Okay, and I'm going to tell you something. Hi, Jeannie Ruby. So glad you joined us. Our new holiday catalog is going to be coming out September the 5th. And if you're a demonstrator, you can get a look at it right now because it's on your demonstrator site. We're going to put some of this clear embossing powder on it. Just sprinkle it on there. Tap it back down into the container. So our excess will go in there. Okay. So if you're not a demonstrator and want to join, hi Tammy, glad you joined us. But if you're not a demonstrator and want to join, today or tomorrow is the best time, because after tomorrow it's going to be too late to get the awesome July deal. That if you join, along with your $125 worth of products you get in your starter kit for just $99, you can get a family of stamp sets. 10 stamps, stamp pads, not stamp sets, I'm sorry, stamping pads. The stamping pads, and these are $67.50, I think, for 10, because a family of stamp pads has 10 in it. And let me look for sure. Let me look for sure, so I'll be telling you right, because I'm gonna tell you, you can't beat that deal. You cannot beat that deal. I just added a new member on my team a couple of weeks ago, and she was so excited to get her stamp pads. Yep, $67.50 for 10. Awesome deal. Awesome deal. Hi, Stephanie. So if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like to join my team, hey, love to have you. I would be ecstatic. Okay, I'm going to make some noise. We're going to heat this up with our heat tool here. I'm going to start at the bottom because I want to warm the bottom up. Seems to help it emboss a little quicker if I do that. That bottom warmed up. And then we're going to emboss it. Just like this. A lot of people will do this, but you don't have to. Just start over one spot and watch it. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's changing into shininess. Yes, I love shininess. Okay, I'm going to flip it around, run my fingers off, and we're going to get this side embossed. Look at there. I love this stuff. I don't think I got as much embossing powder right in that corner as I did anywhere else. And I bet you, let me see. Let me see if I can sprinkle a little on there and see if it'll stick there. Yeah, maybe it will. Maybe that'll work. We're going to see. Alright. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Alright. Just love it. Just love it. I just love embossing. Love embossing. Alright. Now then, we're going to pull the plug on this thing and move it out of the way. Because if I don't, I may bump my arm up against it. Okay, we're going to let that cool off for just a moment or two. And we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment on the inside. We're not going to have a sentiment on the outside of this card, but we are going to have one on the inside. We're going to use this happy birthday. May your day be as beautiful as you. And we are going to stamp that Well, flitter-dee-dee. What did I stamp that in? You know what? I didn't even write that down. How awful. I am going to stamp it in, okay. I'm going to stamp it in Mango Melody. Let me see if I can find Mango Melody real quick. See here, I thought I was so ready. Mango Melody, where are you? There it is. Yeah, we're going to use Mango Melody. And we're going to use this H block. And line it up pretty well. Yeah, not so great, was it? Let's see. There we go. All right. Now then, let me go ahead and I'm going to get my envelope punch because we're going to use this back part of my envelope punch. My envelope. Hey, Teresa. I'm so glad you joined us. Anyway, it curves your corners when you use it. So that's what I'm going to use on my corners. I'm going to lay that right up there. We're going to go ahead and stamp. Now watch, this probably won't even be the same color, but that'd be all right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stamp the inside. Okay. See if I can line this up without my noggin taking up all y'all's view. Ta-da! That's not bad either. I think that is the color I may have used. I can't remember. You know. Alright. Now then, we are also going to use this little stamp right here. And we're going to stamp it in the same color. The Mango Melody. And we're going to put it right there. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to round my corners before I did this. That's okay. That is okay. Because we're going to fix that. It'll be alright. Okay. Now then, we're going to go ahead and we're going to round these corners of these right here. And, let's see, just punch it. Yep. Well, it really does round the corner. You know, we used to have a corner punch, but they retired it, and I just, oh no. But then I realized I had the corner punch on my envelope punch board, so I took care of it. I can still make my corners. I'm gonna go ahead and give my card base a nice fold here, and I'm going to do these corners also. Now this one I'm going to have to punch a little harder because this is double thick. I'm sorry, I think I armed the stand there. Okay. And I go ahead and do them. I do after I get them folded because that way I know they line up. You know, they're not offline. Even though you have to press a little harder, I'm okay with that. Okay. Now then, let me get my designer series paper. Where did I do it? There it is. I'm going to go ahead and just do them together that way. It's alright. It's designer series paper, so they're pretty matched up, and they'd be okay to punch them together like this. I just love this paper too, Shelly. The colors is so pretty. The little flowers, and it's got that shine to it. I love shine and shimmer and all that good stuff, you know. Alright, now that's done except for this one, and I'll do that when I'm done. Let me collect my little trash here, throw that in the garbage, and I am going to go ahead and we're going to use our Tombow. And hope it's not stopped up. I don't know why me and my Tombow liquid glue have had problems lately with it wanting to be stopped up and me wanting to use it, you know. But look at there. It's going to be nice. Alrighty. gonna get this one on the inside. Bend that just a little. I want it to lay flat for me. That way I'm more likely to get my edges the way I want them. Okay. So that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now then, go ahead and put this one on the front. Okay. Line it up. If I get out of view, tell me, because sometimes I get so busy and I don't even realize that I have gotten out of your view. Now then, there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and put this on the inside. And we're going this away with our card. But I bet you already figured that one out, didn't you? Okay, I'm going to cap my glue for the moment. And we are going to color our butterfly. You know, yep, I want this color. I don't want the green. This is not what I used these on. I think, let me think. What did I? You know, I used the Mango Melody. I used the Pumpkin Pie. I used the ink pads for this. I used those on something else. I am so out of it, obviously. And Bummy Blue. Yeah, I have to remember what I'm doing. And I'm going to get, I don't think I want a blender pen. I'm going to use, I'm going to do watercolor with it. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. We're going to start with the pumpkin pie. And I'm going to do some watercoloring. I don't want it so dark, you know what I'm saying? And I think this is probably going to be opposite of what I did the other one with, my first one. Okay, I've got too much water on it. I don't want that much water. And I'll tell you, just went over the line here. Boy, it's way too much water. Way too much water. This is not going to be as nice as I wanted it to be. Way too much water in it. I'm disappointed with myself. Let me get me a paper towel. Because you can take your paper towel and wipe it, and it takes the ink off of where your Versamark is. Now it's messy. It's messy! I cannot believe I messied it up. And I'm not going to fret it. I'm just not going to fret it. I'm just going to color it and just go on, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Look at there. See, that one's a lot better. That one's a whole lot better. Yeah. See, that works. That works. There's something on there. I had to blow it off. I don't know what it was. I'll tell you, I'm thinking I may have used blender pens. Because see, I did this whenever I was on vacation that week, and there's been so much going on since then. I have not even got in my crafty room to craft, and so I am not even A1 positive. And I'm going to say, I do believe I may have used blender pens, but that is okay. I don't have to use blender pens. You can use these water pens. I know they have a different name. For the life of me at this moment, I cannot think of what it is. So if one of you other ladies want to chime in with the name of these, that would be awesome. because I know they have this wonderful name, but I just can't think of it at the moment. But I love this. I love to watercolor. I love using my ink pads to watercolor. You love using my colored pencils to watercolor. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. Look how messy I am. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to come back and I'm going to try and better this part right here. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Maybe it will. Yeah, there it goes. That looks a little better, doesn't it? Okay. Now I'm just going to dab it here. Aqua Painter. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you. I knew there was a name, and I could not think of it for nothing. All right, now then we're going to come back with our Mango Melody. And I just love these new stamp pads. Tell you what, I'm not a makeup person, but I love how they open, just like a makeup compact case does. Alrighty, I'm going to try and hurry this up where it won't take real long, because I want to get to my other cards that we're going to make. Though I don't want it to take us all night, because I'm slow. Missing spots. Let me get that off of there. Okay, it's not wanting to come off of there. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just going to take it from there. You don't have to squish it onto your lid, on the inside of your lid if you don't want to. You can just put your aqua painter right in the ink on your lid. And I'm going to tell you what, this poor butterfly is going to be pitiful looking. I have just roughed him up something fierce here. Just roughed him up something fierce. Well, it's a her. Look at this. I rubbed that towel on it while it was still wet. Didn't wait until it dried, and kind of rolled the paper a little bit. So take a clue from me. Wait till it dries before you dab a paper towel on it. If you use the aqua painter, because you're going to roll your paper, especially if you don't use watercolor paper, which I did not. This is just a piece of cardstock. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. All right, now then, I am going to do it a little bending right here to try and get it straight. Now then, we're going to put our faceted dots on there, and I'm going to use those to give it a little body to it, so you can see its body up through there, because with it embossed, you just can't see its body at all. So these things just don't want to come out here. There they are. Okay, let me get and find my piercing tool. I know I have it. There it is. Going to, let me see which one. I think I used these small ones. For some reason or another, mine's all over the package. My little bitty ones are. I don't know why. Look there, that and stuck to the top of that. So we're going to come right down through here, and we're going to give our butterfly a body here out of these faceted dots. It'd be nice if I could get the body straight, wouldn't it? Come on, straighten up. There you go. Now, what little girl wouldn't like a birthday card with a bejeweled butterfly on it? No, I would. I love butterflies. Now, I'm going to mash that down really good because I don't want it to come off. One of your most used tools, the aqua painter. On here, my most used one whenever I color usually is my blender pen, because I like to use it more than I do with my aqua painter. I don't know. I think everybody's different. It's what everybody likes, you know what I'm saying? So, now then, I don't know why I put it away, because I am not done. We've got to put some sky color behind this butterfly. Okay. Set that right there and give me. Okay. And all we're going to do is, and it's not going to be perfect, and I do not know what those things right there are. And like I said, it's not going to be perfect. And I'm telling you, I really do believe I must have used my blender pens, because the other one looks so different from this one. And I'll show y'all in a minute whenever I am through. Look there, I am just coloring that antenna as pretty as you please in this balmy blue. So anyway, I just wanted to put some sky behind our butterfly, because I wanted color and not just white. I wanted color back here, you know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you what, this is so relaxing. Anybody that that's not colored in their adult life just forgets how much fun coloring was when we were children. I loved to color. I loved to color when I was growing up. My mom used to sit down and color with us when we were children, and that was awesome. Of course, I used to color with my children too. But they didn't want me to color with them as much as I always wanted my mom to color with me. You know, children are different nowadays than what they were when I was growing up, but that's okay. Tell you what, I've got one granddaughter. She's 17 now. No, she's 17. She's a senior this year. It just seems like she should not be. And anyway, awesome artist. She got invited Totally Honest because Johnny is awesome, and our daughter, her mom, is whoa. I'm just gonna say she's whoa. She is an awesome artist. She's a tattoo artist for one thing, but she draws a lot of her designs that she tattoos herself. So she's pretty awesome. But Taylor's took to painting things, and it's not in here. I don't know what Johnny's done with it. I'll have to find it. She did me a thing. I'm going to hang it in here in my crafty room, and I'll have to show it to you. I'll show that to y'all next Monday. And she brought it to me the other night, and I just love it that she did for me. And then she showed us a picture of something else that she did that just took my breath away. But it's awesome to have an artistic grandchild. Okay, let's go ahead, and we're going to add our little dot things onto this also. And yeah, here I go. I'm going to do it before I round my corners, but that's okay. We saw that they rounded just fine. Oopsie. Put it on there. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to have to quit talking so much. I think I'm going to run out of time if I don't quit talking. Oh, sorry. I know you just hit it. time, necktie. Okay. Now, I'm going to round our corners here. Okay, there it goes. I didn't want to go into the slot like I wanted it to. Now, I bet you know I'm going to pop this up, don't you? Yeah, I am. I'm going to pop it up. And we're going to put lots of dimensionals on here because I do not want it swagging in the middle, swagging on the corners, swagging along the edge. I do not like a swaggy design. And since this has been watercolor, it'd be a nice swaggy design if I don't use enough dimensionals. Since I am not using, I think I am out of camera. Sorry about that. Since I am not using my liquid glue, I've got to have plenty of dimensionals so I won't have any sagging. So, okay, that should do it. Alright, we're going to start down here at this corner and work our way around these dimensionals. Backings and pull these all off. So I think I missed that one. I did. Okay. How many of y'all have hit the corner of one of these dimensionals and it stabbed you under your nail? It hurts. Yes, see, it hurts. Alrighty. Thank you, Miranda and Shelly. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to get this turned the right way. Here, I was fixing to put it upside down. Alright. Just like that. Look at there. There we go. Now then, we're going to use some more of our positive dots. And we're going to, I'm going to use this size right here. I'm just going to put them right in the middle of this big one. That's the only one I'm putting them in. I'm not putting them in the other ones. I'm just putting them right in the middle of just this one big one. Right here. And, okay. And then in here. On the inside. Right there and right there. There we go. And look at there. We are done with this card. Is that not awesome? Oh, I am not done. I have to do the envelope. What is wrong with me? How in the world did I forget the envelope? So, let's do our little dots on the envelope too. Oh, man. I don't know what I did there. I did something. Punched my envelope there. All right, and there's our envelope. So here we go. Here's this one. Here's the one I already made right here. The inside says, "Happy birthday, may your day be as beautiful as you." Thank you, Shelly. Thank you very much. I just love this. I just love this. All right, y'all ready for the next one? Let's see what it is. Oops. I'm gonna lay these over here to the side. I'm gonna try and scoot some of this over because I'm gonna tell you I have got a nice mess already. All right, we're gonna. Here's where we're gonna use the Stampin' Blends. We've got a B and a C block. We have Animal Outing. We are going to stamp this right here. This is the only thing we're going to stamp here except for Wild About You. And together we make a great pair. But this is the only design we're going to stamp. Then we're going to also cut it out with the, that's not the right one. We're going to cut it out with the Animal Friends dies. And then I'm going to also use the stitch framelits. I'm going to use an oval from there. And so we are going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull my die out here. Lay that over there. And pull my oval die out. Let me see. I'm thinking it's the small oval. It's not a large one. I think. Yep, that's the one it is. And we are going to use these glitter enamel dots also. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We have our envelope. We have some Call Me Clover. This is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. We have a piece of let me see, what did I use the scrap for? I don't remember, but I bet you I'll figure it out. Oh, that's for my sentiment on the front. Okay, never mind, I figured it out. This is the scrap we're going to be stamping on, and this is my inside piece. It is 4 by 2 3/4. That's the inside sentiment. Okay, move some of this stuff out of my way. We have our yep, we got an envelope. Okay, there for a minute I thought I don't have an envelope, but I do. All right, let me get my stamp out. We're going to use this one. We're going to use this one. We're going to use What About You. Okay, there those are. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And we're going to stamp Wild About You first. I'm just going to ink it up in our Memento Tuxedo Black. It does not have to be perfectly straight on here because we're going to cut it out with a die. So, scrub that off. I'm going to set that over there because I'm going to use that as this block again. Okay. Now, I am going to stamp this little guy on his branch. I'm going to stamp it 3 times. And I'm going to use it 3 different ways. Yippee, I am. I'm going to stamp it, and I think I smeared it, but that's going to be okay. I know what I can use that one for. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and stamp our sentiment on the inside. I'm going to make sure I've got this straight on my block. I do pretty much. Now, let me find my piece for the inside. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this right there. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Pleased with that. Let's count this and lay it right there. Now then, we're going to lay this aside. I'm going to go ahead and give my card base a fold and a crease here on the 4 1/4 mark because this is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Scored at 4 1/4. We're going this away with this. Now then, we do have a piece of this wonderful designer series paper. It is Animal Expedition. And this is 4 1/2 by 4 1/8. And I am going to put it about in the middle right here. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. And we're going to use our liquid glue for that. See, that looks about like it's in the middle, doesn't it? I even did that pretty straight. I'm pleased with that. Woohoo! Okay, now we are going to just go ahead and lay these down. And guess I need to move that. I mean, with glue all over it, and then I'm going to be upset with myself. Yep, yeah, I would. There we go. I know, Shelly. These animals are so cute. They are so cute. We had our when I learned to talk, had our paper pumpkin class Saturday afternoon after I got off from work with my ladies from church and one of my team members. She always comes too, but she was in my paper pumpkin before she joined my team. So anyway, and anybody that joins paper pumpkin through me can come to my house once a month, and we put our paper pumpkin kits together. And what was I going? Everybody else had left except for this one lady, and she could not remember how to work her Big Shot, so I showed her how, and I punched out a crumb cake kangaroo for her. Oh, she was so tickled. She took it home. I don't know what she's going to do with it, but it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. I know she'll make something really cute out of it. Okay, now, this is what I needed the Stampin' Blends for. We are going to color up this one right here. And this is crumb cake. This is what color we want the tree branch. And go out just a little further. And here. I'm not going to color up this one, and I'll show you why. So I don't have to have that one colored. Although I colored all three of them on my sample because of the fact that I wanted to pick the two I like the best. Alrighty. We are going to do, I don't even know why I have the, oh, I do know why. Never mind. You'll find out. Anyway, the Eau d'Olive. These are all the light colors. And, so, my bullet end is about wore out. I'm going to have to replace this one because I did some cards when I went to Michigan as swap cards, and I colored with my Stampin' Blends on that card, and I did a lot of this light Eau d'Olive on that card, and I just used up all the ink out of it, so I'm going to have to replace this one really soon. I think there's enough in here. When I made this card first time, I thought, man, I hope I have enough to get another card made. I'm just shaking it down here and hoping. I may have to come back after it rests and see if I can get a little darker on some of these. Some of these are a little bit on the light side. Okay, now then, we are going to color that cute. Oh, wait a minute. I want to do its size first because that's the first thing that's so tiny. His little eyes. He's looking out from under his eyelid right down there. No, I'm sorry. I don't know what my phone's doing. That end is funky. Let me do this. And these little eyes in this pool party here. He's peeking. This is a she. These markers are alcohol-based, Shelly. They are. And we came out with new ones with the new catalog in June. Got some more colors. I have not purchased those yet. Since Johnny and I put me on a budget, I can't get everything when I want to. And I went outside the line. Let me see if I can fix that. so I have to pick what I want the most at the moment. You know, so I have not got the other Stampin' Blends yet. There's some other things that I want first, and the other colors in the Stampin' Blends will come. It's just going to be a little later, which is fine. I'm not going to fret it. So, but what I'm really wanting is, I was saying before, if you join as a demonstrator, today or tomorrow, and you get, like I said, you get the free family of ink pads. Plus, August the 1st, no, you're not losing it, Shelly. You're not losing it all. But anyway, but August the 1st, all demonstrators get to start ordering out of the new holiday catalog. And so if you join today or tomorrow, you can order out of the new catalog come Wednesday morning. So that's pretty awesome. Let's get our big shot over here. Let me get the other plate. And I'm going to lay this down. We're going to cut our little Nim and Froggy out. I need to, let me put this plate down. It's flat. This one's kind of bowed. So I'll put it on top. And that'll help flatten it out. Now then, the trick is getting it lined up how I want it. I just love this little Froggy on the limb. You don't have to use anything big and bold. You jumped out of your skin. You needed $1 gazillion before then. Oh yeah, I could use $1 gazillion myself. Yep. But I'm not going to have $1 gazillion either. So, I understand. My trick is talking Johnny into letting me go ahead and order outside my budget for the month. You know, because I didn't spend my budget this month for July. I've not spent my July budget, not all of it. I've just spent part of it because our designer series papers today, tomorrow is the last day that you can buy 3 and get 1 free, and that's the only thing I've ordered, and I just ordered it. I ordered it Thursday night, and so I have not used this month's budget. Oh, not all of it. So I should get part of that. You know what I'm saying? To use for next month, too. My opinion. No, don't know if Johnny will see it my way, but I'm going to try it. Never hurts, you know. Never hurts to give it a good old try. So, anyway. There is our little Froggies. Now, what I'm going to do, since I've got the big shot out, I'm going to go ahead and lay those aside. We're going to get our sentiment that's going on the front. I'm going to line this up around it. And line this up around it. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Come on. Now. And we are going to cut it also. There we go. I just love these stitched shapes. Because it's, I'm going to set a big shot over here in that spot where it goes. Just take your thumb and run it around it because that stitched always kind of hugs it. And there goes my laptop being funky. And just run it around. Alright, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Yes, it does. Okay, I'm going to lay that over here out of the way. This one too. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this extra one that I didn't color. I'm going to take some liquid glue. I'm going to put glue on it. Well, when I pick it up, I'm going to put glue on it on the top. Well, I left the cap off too long. Let's see. I'm going to give this another try. I'm going to put some glue on this. Like this. I'm not going to saturate it in glue or anything, but I just want enough on here because I am going to lay one of these on top of it, and that's going to make this just that much thicker. And because I did not want to use dimensionals on here because of the thinness of the branches right here, and to give it, this does not give it as much dimension. I could have cut another one and put two under it, but I like this, so that's too thick, and I like it, and so that's why I cut that like that. See, you don't have to color it because it's going behind instead of in front of. Now, we are going to go ahead and, nope, I know what else I need to do. I need to get, okay, what is it? Old Olive. See, it was in my holder backwards, and I'm thinking, where's my Old Olive? But it's backwards. I'm going to sponge around this. I'm going to get my dauber, and I'm going to take off as much as I can right here like this. I don't want it so dark, you know. But I'm going to, oh, I got fuzzies on it. Let me get the fuzzies off. That way, and I'm just going to ink it like this. I can remember I used to ink everything. I even used to ink the edges of my card bases. Eppy, I sure did. I'm going to ink this too. You know what? I stamped this wrong. I can't believe I stamped it wrong. I'm going to ink it, and then I'm going to restamp it. Because I wanted it to go. No, I know what I did. Is I stamped it wrong the other time. And now that I know I can get alcohol ink markers in my favorites, but enough colors, oh man, my bank account is going to be in trouble. Well, you know, I hung it out till my birthday in October. Thank you, silly. And, you know, I'd love to be your demonstrator. I'd love for you to buy all of these awesome Stampin' Up! Products from me, you know? Yeah. I'll tell you what. I got to see the new holiday catalog for the first time today, and my remark was, is I'm in big trouble now. And I am, because I'm going to tell you what, I love the holidays, especially Christmas. And we swap cards at church. We have this big old box thing that has the alphabet on it, and we go by everybody's first initial of their last name, and we put our Christmas cards in there for, you know, and I make mine for everybody. And we're not a huge church, but we're not a little bitty church. But I'm telling you what, I have the best time making those cards for our members, and I love it, and they seem to love it, and you know, it means so much to me because they love my cards. So I have got to get started making on them. Yep, I have got to get started working on them, because it takes me a little while, because I've got everything else going on too, because you know, that's not the only thing I do. I do have a job, and then on stages in on stages in November, and that's another thing. Hi, Julianne. I'm glad you joined us. Welcome. The on stages in November in Orlando, and I've got to make swaps for that, and I don't know the rules for that yet, so I'll have those stuff I have to work on too. So I have lots of things that I'm going to have to work on, and then get my Christmas cards done for church too, and not to mention try to do some to mail out. I get so busy with the ones for church, and I kind of get lacky on the ones that I mail out. And, you know, I need to mail out cards too. But I'm just not the best at that. I'm just going to say, not the best at that. Alright, because I did it the other way by mistake, I'm just going to go ahead and put that right there like that. And then I am going to go ahead and glue up this one and lay it. I'm going to show you where I'm going to put it. It's going to go right up here. Just like that in the middle. Yep, like that right there. And of course, I am going to use dimensionals. Why would I not? I mean, you know, have to have dimensionals. A card wouldn't be a card without them, especially not for a sentiment to be popped up. Okay, I'm going to put it right over here because, alrighty, what did I do? There they are. I am going to use these glitter enamel dots right here. And I'm going to put 3 of them here, just like this. I'm trying to even them out. I'm trying to get them straight. That's the first thing. I've got to get them straight. But I want to kind of even it out the way they're laying too. Just like that. Then, of course, we have to have one on the inside. And I'm going to put it right there. Ta-da! Alright, here is our second card. Well, minus the sentiment. We've got to have a sentiment on here. Okay, let me see. What did I do? There it is right there. This is how I did the sentiment for my card. Let me find my tape. Get my tape. I am going to tape. Oh, no, I didn't. I think I eyeballed it. Let me see. I'm going to try and eyeball it. I think is what I did. We're going to get the Mr. Tuxedo Black. And all I want to ink up is the word wild. So I think what I'm going to do is do that. Let's see. Some of that didn't get inked. Right there. How well that is. Then I'm just going to take my thumbnail. You know good and well. I'm off tomorrow since I worked yesterday. So I've got 2 days in a row off. And I will be so inky by the time I go back to work Thursday. Well, by the time I go to church Wednesday night. Yeah. Okay. I am inking the word wild on the envelope. Now, when I did my first one, I did not get it all the way up on the envelope. The bottom part is hanging off the envelope. That one looks so much better. Look at there. Wild. I love it. All right. So here is our card. There's the front with our envelope. Thank you, Jeannie. And here's the inside. Wild about you. Together we make a great pair. Love it. Love it. Look at there. Look at there. Alrighty. Now then, let's go to our next one. And our last, this will be our last one. Okay? Oh, gee, I have gotten this everywhere and we're running over time. That's when you would think, me having it everything ready, that I would get everything done and we would get this done on time. We are using painted glass. And what we are using from the painted glass is the thank you. And we're using that on the front. We're not putting a sentiment on the inside of this card. We are also going to use the stained glass Thinlits dies, and I'm going to use this one right here. It's the only one I'm going to use. Then I am going to use a layering circle, and I am using, which one? I know I wrote that down. Okay, the largest circle. Let's see, circle next to first. Okay, I'm going to have to see if I can figure out which circle I use. I used a scalloped circle, so I know which I used a scallop. That was, I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was a bug or something else. But let me see. I know I can figure it out by laying my circles on here. Okay, that's it right there. I'm going to use that. We're going to use this. I'm going to lay everything over this away. I'm making a big piling mess over there. We are using the thank you right there. And no sentiment on the inside because I want to just use all of that to write. We are using our Share What You Love Artesian pearls. I'm going to use that also. We're going to put that right there. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to use our big shot. We are using, let me tell you my papers and everything first. We are using Grapefruit Grove as a card base, 8.5, 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. We have some scrap Whisper White. We have some scrap Grapefruit Grove. I've got a piece of 4 by 2 3/4 of Whisper White for a sentiment. We have a card base of our Grapefruit Grove. Because we have a card base of Whisper White, but that let's see, this is 5 by 3 1/8, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So these are 5 1/4 by 4. So we would have some layers. We have our envelope. So we are going to start with let's see. Let me see. Circles out. I've got to get another one. Got to get a circle here. I have a plain circle in that. Let me think. I think it's smaller than that. I can use the smaller one than that. I did. Because I wanted a big base around. Okay. Oopsie. I missed one of my stamps. We're going to use this stamp because we're going to make our own background. And so that's why we're using that. Oh, and we have a piece of this is goose grain ribbon in the Grapefruit Grove. And we're going to use that also. So let me see here. Let's put our sentiment on here. Great, that worked wonderful. Did y'all see that? All right, Memento Tuxedo Black. I am going to use this right here, and I'm going to stamp the thank you on here. And I am going to stamp it down this way because I don't want it in the center. So whenever I cut it, it's going to be where I want it. Let's see. What did I use that for? Oh, I know what I used that for. Never mind. Okay, that's for this. And I think I did that twice. So we need this. We need this. I need another piece of grapefruit. No, there's my other piece of Grapefruit Grove. That's for that one. All right. I'm talking to myself, guys. You know, where did I not get everything I needed? But I did. I have it here. Okay. So we're going to put this one here because that's what our scallop circle's going to be cut out of. We're going to put this one right here because this is what our thank you is going to be cut on. We're going to scoot it down. Scoot this up as far as we can. And it still look nice. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut that now. And there we go. Scoot it through. Now then, that'll go right there. Put that over there. Right there. Put that in there. Now then, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get my precision plate. Throw it on. Put this down. Alrighty. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to put it this way because I've got this. I've got it going in backwards. Let me see. Alright, let's do it this way. Now, alrighty. I'm going to go in and come back with it. Alrighty. Now, it's got all of these little things in it that I want to pop out. I'm going to try and do that as quickly as possible because we're over time. Use your little piercing tool. It's great for popping this stuff out. Got all these little things here. And I'm just popping them out over here to the side because I want to cut another one of these. And let me see if I can get this to start coming on out. Okay. Well, try to lay itself back down and pull gently because I'm telling you, one of them I did whenever I was making my practice card. I just tore it. I tore it plumb up because this is so fragile. See how thin that is? So how fragile that is. I love it though. I love it. Yes, I love it. I do. Okay. Let's do another one here. I've got pieces everywhere. In fact, I think I did this 3 times. So I'm going to do this 3 times because I'm going to do these just like I did my little frog on the branch. I am going to layer it. So, because I wanted to give it some dimension on more than what it's going to have. If I don't, because I don't want it just flat down and, you know, no pop to it or anything, because it's going to look better with some dimension to it. So, I'm going to, I should have had 2 of these already cut. That's what I should have done. I dilly-dallied around after I got home and I cooked supper for the dogs. Then I cooked and Johnny's supper and then cleaned up and goofed off because I had so much done. You know, I was ready. So should have had this stuff done because this is just not wanting to let go. Just not wanting to let go. But you have to be careful. There we go. Now then. Let me see. I may just run it through one time. That may be my problem. I've got little thingies everywhere. Whoops, I slung that down. That hit the floor. Alright, I think I'm just going to run that one time. Put that over there. Let's put this over here. I think that's all we need it for. I think we'll need it for anything else. Okay, that was good. That was a good trick. I did a good trick there. Good trick. Talking about tricks, I'm telling you what I did to the grandkids one time. We were having a yard sale at our daughter's, and because there were strangers coming up and everything, our grandchildren were smaller at that time. My daughter told them they had to stay in the house, and most of the time, you know, because she didn't want them running out and maybe getting hit by a car or something, and leave the door locked. So I needed to go in the house for something. I don't remember what now. It doesn't matter. And I used her key and went into the house. And the grandkids said, "How in the world did you get in?" I told them it was Mimi's magic. And for a long time, they just talked about Mimi was magic. We didn't tell them Mimi wasn't. They've probably forgotten that by now, because it's been so many years ago when they were little. But I'll never forget. They think Mimi was magic. I love grandbabies. I love teasing them and telling them things like that. Okay, now then I'm going to stack these. I'm going to, just going to put a little bit of glue here and there on here. I'm not going to saturate it or anything. I may have used the other glue when I did the others, but I'm going to use my Tombow for this because we're running so far behind because Sharon's mouth runs all the time. Okay, so we're just going to use the Tombow. I'll have it all over my fingers, which is okay. I don't mind that either. Then we're going to lay this on top of it and say, come on, line up like you're supposed to. And really, it's not really, yeah, okay. I was fixing to say, it really was not hard to line it up. It didn't line up right. Look at that. That's not lined up no more than nothing. Okay, let's try this again before this glue dries. We are going to line this up. We're going to line up this middle first. Let's line up the middle first. Okay. There we go. The middle's lined up. So if we get the middle lined up, everything else should fall into place. And I don't know why I didn't do that to begin with. Okay, now then, that is lined up. Okay, now we're going to put our glue on top of this one. And, well, there it comes. I thought I was going to have to really coach it. It's really making a mess everywhere. Okay, I will have to probably get a baby wipe hold of my fingers before I can put my card together, because I've got glue all over my fingers now. I'm going to try and keep the glue off the top of this one where it won't look gummy. Okay, now that gives it 3 layers and it's going to be look a whole lot thicker. See? Ta-da! That's a trick from O-Time. If you don't want to use dimensionals or it's too thin to use dimensionals, stack them. Just like that. Okay, a good baby wipe. Just a minute, ladies. Let me get a baby wipe and clean the glue off of my fingers here. Now then, we are going to lay that aside for the moment. Now, we are going to get, okay, which ink do I need? Grapefruit Grove. Okay, I know I had the Grapefruit Grove. Here it is. We're going to use the Grapefruit Grove, and I'm going to just scoop all of that right up there out of my way. I'll clean that up when I'm done tonight. And we are going to stamp on our cardstock. Not in any pattern or anything like that. We're just going to stamp. And we make our own background. Ooh, got tickly in my nose. Look at there. Look at there. Uh-oh. I didn't want it straight. Okay, we're going to overlap because I messed that up. Some of this is going to be covered up anyway, so it's not going to be so bad. We're going to start right there and come over here. Do that in the middle. Big one right there. Barely right there. Let's see, right there. Put some right there. Maybe a smidge right there and a very little right there. Now we're going to go ahead and stamp our envelope while we are at it. And we're going to stamp our envelope with this also. I'm going to do it just like that. Ta-da! Love it. Oh, yes, I love it. All right. Now then, we're ready to put this card together. Once I close my ink pad. If you have a problem closing your ink pad, just turn it around and push from the back like this. Get it started, then you can pull. Like that, flip it over. So, very easy. Very, very easy. All right. Now, let's get our liquid glue. We're going to mount these onto the Whisper White. And like so. Oopsie. Come on. Yep, you like so. Let's sling it everywhere. Like so, just like that right there. And then we're going to do this one the same way. I didn't stamp on it as much, did I? But you know, I think it's going to be okay. Yeah. I thought there for a minute that there was 2 sheets there, and I thought, wait a minute. But my card base is not this color. Okay, now then, we're going to fold our card base, give it a nice crease, and we're going to put, I think we'll put this one on the inside. Just like that. Yes, like that right there. Here we go. Now, this one, we are going to take our ribbon, and I'm going to guess about the middle. Would be right there. Don't know for sure, but that's where I'm going to put it anyway. I'm just going to put some glue there. I got glue all over me anyway, so it's not going to matter. I get some more on me. That there. I'm going to come on around. Okay, that's not in the middle. That's okay. I know what I'm going to do. Put some right there. I'm going to do this right here with it. Okay. Scissors. Ribbon scissors. Now, I've got this much because I'm going to use this rest of this for something else on our card. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now, this one's going to go on the front, I think, once I get it to stay on there. I'm going to go ahead and put this one down. Put some glue on my ribbon, help hold it down here. Alright. We're going to put that towards the top. Since it's a little off center, but that's okay. You can always work with anything that you do. Alright. Let me wipe my fingers off again. Alright, now then. That does good. Okay. We are going to, let me see, there it is. We're going to sponge our Whisper White and the grapefruit whenever I find where I laid it. Where did I lay it? Over there. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. This is running so late. Oh, I know, Shelly. The grapefruit is awesome. We're going to give this a little bit of, I think I am getting it inked up more than I wanted, but that's okay. This is what happens when I get in a hurry. You know, I get to running behind and I run my mouth too much is what I do. Alright, now we are going to, yep, that's the top, this is the bottom. This is the last glue we're going to put on this baby because we're fixing to mount it. If I can get it to come out to our circle here. I'm just going to do some dotties with it. Maybe they won't be quite as messy. Alright. Now. Okay. My circle is too small. It's smaller than my other one. Well, doggone it. But we're going to make it work. Yes, we are. We're going to make this work. Oopsie. We're going to make it work. Anyways, it'll be okay. Yes, it will. It will be fine. I really thought this was the size I used. but it wasn't. But see, it's going to be fine. Just like that. Okay, my fingers are sticking now. Alright, now then, we're going to put on our little artesian pearls. And we're going to use these colors here. We're going to put one right in the middle, right there, and then we're going to work upward here, this way, because I'm trying to get them about the same place on each side. There we go. Now, okay, now I have one stuck to my finger. There we go. That's what glue does to you. Gets all over here. Look at there. Pearl needs to go somewhere it's not supposed to go. Alrighty. Let's get some dimensionals on here. Our ribbon's right in the goes right through the middle, so I guess I'll put one there. Let's see. Okay, the backing doesn't want to come off. I'm going to stick to my gluey fingers instead. Okay. Now then, I'm going to put this. I'm going to scoot it over this time. I did not scoot it over on my original, but I'm going to scoot it over on this one. And I'm going to scoot it down some, because we're going to tie this right here. And we're just going to tie it. That's all we're going to do. Let's just do a tie. Like this, right here. That's all we're going to do. And then we're going to snip it. And snip it. And there we go. Well, I have to put my inside in. There it is. I totally forgot. I was not through. Oopsie. Put this on the inside. And up there. We'll put 3 of these. I can get them up right here. Now, I did not put a sentiment in here because this is going to be a thank you card, and that way I can write lots on the inside. Yep, I can write lots on the inside without a sentiment in there. All right. And there's our last card. I am going to move this thing out of the way, right over here. And here is our finished card. Here's my original. And the inside, see, I used a bigger circle than I did on this one. But you know, this one looks okay too. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I'm not worried about it. I think it looks good. This one's not even. So, so I should have known when I stamped it. And cut it out that, uh-oh, wrong size. But that's okay. I like it anyway. So there's our third card, ladies. Here's our second card. I'm going to try and get every one of them on the camera. Here, the camera view. And, thank y'all. I'm so glad. Well, thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Miranda. And here is all of our cards. All right. Oh, thank you. Tell you, I sure missed y'all last week, but I'm going to tell you, Vacation Bible School was awesome. I had so much fun. And I got an awesome t-shirt. Yes, I got an awesome VBS t-shirt. I love t-shirts. So I'll wear that thing out probably before next Vacation Bible School. But we had a fairly good turnout. Our school here starts next week, so a lot of families, even from our church, wasn't there because they were hitting those last vacations before school starts back, because, you know, it's hard. I mean, you had a short summer. Kids had a real short summer, and so they was trying to get fun in with their families before school starts back. So you could, I mean, I can tell it at the store, you know, we haven't been as busy because people are not in town. But we still had a fairly good turnout. And it was great fun. And so I just love VBS. And like I told Johnny, I said I love anything that's church involved. So, especially when it's for the kids. So our next thing we're doing at church is Fall Festival. And WMU ladies put that on, and I'm the WMU director at church. Which one did we do? Let me think. What was it called? Oh, Flitter DD. It was with the animals. It was... Oh, Miranda, I'll have to look and tell you. Shipwrecked. Oh! Shipwrecked. All right. But no, ours was with the animals. I can't remember the name of it. Like I said, I'll have to look. And, oh, y'all did Time Machine. I bet that was fun. I can tell you, our kids, we have one little girl. They're new to this family. They're new to our church. There's like 2 generations here that comes, or 3 generations, because the younger generation had a little girl. And, she starts kindergarten this year, and her mother was really concerned about leaving her at kindergarten because she's never been away from her. And so she was using Vacation Bible School to try to push her out there by herself. And I'll tell you what, that child was so funny. She got up there on the stage when they were singing, and she sang and she did the motions, and she had a ball. I told her mom when she came and picked her up on Monday, I said, you're not going to have to worry about nothing. That child had the best time. So I know when she starts kindergarten, she's going to have a great time too. So, but it's awesome to watch the children have such a good time, and they sing, and yes, Miranda, VBS is the best. I love it. I love it. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. Thank y'all for coming and staying with me forever tonight. And next Monday, I hope to be a little bit better prepared. And maybe I can get done in a decent time. And since I've got 2 days off here in a row, that I can get myself ready and prepared. And y'all have an awesome week. Have a good crafty week. And Shelly, message me your address. I want to send you a catalog, and you can see all of our alcohol inks and all of our other goodies we have. And then whenever the holiday catalog comes in, I can send you one of those too, okay? Just message me your address. And but anyway, I love you guys. Y'all just don't know how much it means to me for y'all to come and watch. And all the compliments y'all give me. It just makes me feel so good. It makes me want to do this more and more and more. And I'm going to tell y'all, I've got 2 cards ready that I'm going to do videos with. And I had meant to do them when I was on vacation and ran out of time. So I'm going to do some videos. So I'm going to try and get one of those done tomorrow and have it on my YouTube page. And but anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have an awesome evening. Love you guys. Bye.